Alrighty, what is up, guys? So, I just wanted to talk about something real quick that I see is discussed a lot on social media, especially in like the bodybuilding world of balance and not being such a hermit crab in your day-to-day life because bodybuilding can be it's like a 24-hour thing. It can seem very selfish or whatever. And a lot of guys that are at the top or that have like a big name in the space will always talk about like trying to talk to the young guy, like someone like me, and be like, you need to have balance. You need to have, a good balance of social life or whatever. And I think that a message that gets kind of skewed in that way of thinking and that people that speak on that topic a lot is that when they were my age and when they were maybe your age watching this, a youngin, they didn't have balance. They were all committed to their craft, to their process of bodybuilding or maybe a business or whatever other venture they're having. So I kind of want to start to not push back on that message, but don't let people that are at the top that have the success that you want in bodybuilding and in any venture in your life tell you that you need balance when you have yet to master your process. I think that I'm not saying I know there are lines to this, but I'm not a big fan of people that have the success that went through a period of obsession trying to tell younger guys that they're too obsessed or they're too bought into whatever they're doing. There's a fine line to find, I understand that, but I kind of want to start to push back on the whole like, you need to have balance, you need to do this, you need to do that. Another point of this I want to bring up is everyone's perception of balance is different, okay? So that's why I came in here and wanted to make this video, is I'm at a local coffee shop, okay? Very nice place, even though their AC doesn't work and I'm sweating my literal balls off right now. Look what I did. Every gas station, like I showed y'all, has a fucking microwave, usually, okay? Boom, here's my meal. I got my scale. Now I need to measure out 30 grams of honey, plop it on the table, eat my meal. It is not that difficult. A good quote that I heard from Peter Hill recently was, if you don't want to crave something, and this could be with literally anything in life, food, drugs, alcohol, sex, anything. If you don't want to crave and have the desire for something, just remove it from your life. Just don't have it. So if you have like a weekly cheat meal and you have a hard time like with your cravings or whatever it may be, just don't have the food and your brain will stop to crave that. If you have an addiction to sex, let's say, or alcohol, stop bringing it around. Stop trying to get laid every single week and your mind will stop to crave that. You know what I mean? But that's a whole different point. But everyone's perception of balance and what they feel is a good balance of other things outside of their passion and not is different. A little hour or two for me on one of my days off of work every couple weeks of just going out and doing something like this can reset my locked in this, if that makes sense, to where everything feels fresh to me for weeks going forward. Everyone's need for balance is different. There's people that I'm sure you see that they need to go out every single weekend to feel fulfilled in life. They need to go on a big vacation every single year to do whatever they want to feel a certain way, to have balance or whatever. People have to have friends around them all the time to feel like they're having balance or whatever. My perception of balance is doing something like this every once in a while, going out to eat my meal at a local place, out in public, go home, rock on. I feel like I have a little bit of balance or whatever. So really just the main points that I want to drive home here is, don't let people that are way ahead of you in your field convince you that your obsession or your whatever is unhealthy or you don't have balance in life. because they didn't either. You know, it's kind of like a parallel I can draw here is like people talking about, okay, this is gonna be kind of odd. Maybe some of y'all won't get this reference, but where some people will like preach about certain protocols that they should run for their PEDs now, but before they ran grams and grams of gear, and now they're like safe for use or like whatever. That's like a comparison I can draw bodybuilding wise, but just don't let someone who has achieved what you want tell you that this obsession that you have at a young age is bad. It's a blessing, because most people our age, younger guys, are retards and they're on their phone 24/7. They have no drive in life. So this obsession that you have is a blessing. So please embrace that, okay? This doesn't even apply to everyone. You have to be young, just new to a process. You could be 40 years old just getting into bodybuilding and this will still apply to you. Don't let someone knock your obsession, because I would rather be obsessed with something than have no passion in life and live on a fucking hamster wheel. Simple as that. And then the second thing is, don't find what you deem as a healthy amount of balance in your life. You don't have to, the picture that people paint on social media of balance is like going out to drink every single Friday night and then having this big bahonker of a going out session every weekend and then having a big trip every couple months. Fuck that. I hate that shit. If I can go out and have a meal like this, just a little something like this, or go walk around the park every once in a couple weeks, that is what I feel is a good, healthy amount of balance for me. And that's perfect. You have to find that ratio of your passion, your jobs, your side hustles and whatever, and those little in the between things, okay? So I just wanted to come here and talk about that with you guys, because it's a big topic people talk about on social media. Is like, you need to have balance, you're gonna burn out. It's like, dude, you're 35 years old and you've achieved all this shit in bodybuilding that I want to achieve. You were just like me, so why are you telling me to not do what you did? That just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me at all. So I hope you guys have a great night. If you've watched to the end of this, I'm gonna slam this meal, weigh my honey out, watch a podcast, go home, and wrap up for the day. But God bless you guys. I'm out.